Darling. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Go. Yeah. What? Break it. Do it. Caution. Hey. Get it. What? You. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Go. Hey. King. Say. Hey. Wait. Say. That. What's up? What? Hey. I believe she like American song. The teacup in the thumb. You could eat the Amazon. Where they coming from? The island. Under the sun. Hey. Get him. Hey, you love to be my ear. You go. What up, YouTube universe? It's the dark skin doing something again, American. And I had to talk about all these videos, man. Since I last put that video up, it was like, 3 days ago? And I realized it's a lot more black women out on social media to air out their differences. See, this is what one thing they don't understand. Once you leave it for the internet to decide, only more damage can become of it. You see, the most women that's on here rebelling and going against the truth of the matter is most of these black women are broken. So they get on here and use the media to portray this mindset that they have. The only biggest problem is men don't care what they say. Only production can help them anyway. I'm gonna say this again. For all you broken black women and women in general that get on this YouTube or just online period to air out your differences. The only thing that we understand is progress. And I digress. So the reason why a lot of, especially our black women in today's time, doesn't see what's really the results is what you should be looking for. And that's relationships. That's actually learning, getting off your ass and being a good woman for the man that you choose or you're attracted to. Not sit here when things get rough and throw him under the bus. A lot of that been going on these days. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. But what that reflect on you when you got a baby by? They don't want to tell you that. They want to sit here and just unload on the black man like they always do. But what they mess up is us black men, we don't owe you nothing. So if you see us with a non-black woman, you really got yourself to blame on this one. You got yourself to blame on this one, honey. Because us black men for now, we like, hey, shit. You see all these ball players? You look at all these ball players that's out here. They not getting no damn sisters from the hood. A lot of these ball players is messing with something that's non-black. And you wonder why. Because we tired of dealing with that. The excuses, you want to air out your differences. And I'll tell any dude, listen, hey, you do what you want to do. But I look at these women and I judge them accordingly. They feel like they all tens. That ain't true. That is not true at all. Every woman has a category. Your size, your looks, even from your little hair, all that shit. It counts. Let me just be real with you. I'll make sure y'all press like and subscribe so I can do the damn thing. So what I'm basically saying is all women have the same excuse on why it's not working, especially as the black women in the world, to us black men. What y'all got to realize is no one's keeping score. Why no one's keeping the score on a loser? Because no one cares. No one cares. Literally. You can get online and complain all you want. When you fall in love with social media and everything you doing is on your phone and what you can post and all that, you have already lost. You have already lost because you don't even care about the man you dealing with or even talking to. You don't have time for that. Might be a woman with multiple kids with a single employer. Your energy does not match exactly what you're complaining for. It doesn't. And a lot of them want to shoot for the stars and get somebody who make a whole lot of money. But the thing is, you're not even fit to be wives. You're the lowest to getting married when it comes down to it. 1 out of 4 black women get married right to this day. Look it up statistically, check it out. So yeah, you can get pregnant. Yeah, you can get a man, but what about keeping one? This doesn't serve y'all real good getting on this internet complaining the way y'all do. And I mean, y'all all do the same thing, no matter what category you are financially. It's the same thing. I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna bash a dude that I couldn't get, that couldn't keep. So I'm gonna bash all black men because I couldn't keep that one black man. I couldn't keep him, so I'm gonna get online. I'm gonna bash everybody else, and it's just not working no more, baby. The proof is in the pudding. Your perspectives of black men actually shows how dysfunctional most of y'all are. So when y'all get on here and you talk bad about black men, the first thing they gonna say is, "Well, damn, why black men don't talk bad about y'all?" Because black men don't owe you. I tell anyone, I don't owe you nothing. You see me with somebody non-black, that's just what it is. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing at all. Quick to tell you that. We ain't in a relationship. You not even close enough to be my wife. So how would I even look at you like that? You don't do what's necessary to keep a black man. So why would he even want to deal with you? And y'all could be good for one hot second and then everything else goes to trash. So no, we want something that's well fit in the submissive role of being a woman. Feminine energy attracts masculine energy. I'm going to say it again. Feminine energy attracts masculine energy. When you get to acting all masculine, a brother should already know what time it is, which like, I thought this person was this. Well, yeah. And I see more and more of y'all. That's the reason why I make these videos. Because every time I get online, I'm like, oh, here we go again. You're going to bash the black man. He can be always wrong, but they don't never see what they doing, though. And I already came up with something. It's an acronym I came up. You know, GTTGW. Go to the grave with. That's what y'all do. Whatever wrong, y'all won't bring that up. Y'all go to the grave with that. But you got a whole lot of smoke for black men. Just so that y'all women know they get on here. It don't matter what financial bracket you in. You know you really showing you who you really are on here. Not just because you want to post and do things like that. That's another way of showing who you are. But when you start complaining about the guy that either moved on, got married, what have you, and you can't stand it, and you get on here and you're mad at the world, that's not gonna prove nothing. Because again, I'm a black man to sit here and tell you I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe none of y'all nothing. So you can be mad all you want. The truth is y'all gotta work within yourself because black man is the easiest man in America to get along with. I'm gonna repeat. Black men are the easiest man to get along with. If you look online right now, you search up domestic violence and deaths from men, we're not even close to what other cultures do, which means that you have other cultures, including whites and others, that have been abusing their women way further than black men can ever do. You understand where I'm coming from? So, if you look at the demographic of it all, we're not even like that when it comes down to, doing wrong to women. But you get so much backlash, not even backlash, just so much vitriol towards black men. And us black men, we not caring. We not caring. We like, we doing what we gotta do. That's why you see a lot of, if you look at interracial dating, most interracial dating comes from black men. You really check it out. Really look at it. Really look for what it is. Because what black women don't understand is don't nobody want y'all. Nobody want y'all. That's why y'all get on here, y'all cry and y'all complain. Because nobody wants y'all. You get on here, you talk about the black dude you wish you had. Because nobody wants y'all. You get on here, you spread your grievances. It's because don't nobody want y'all. Nobody wants y'all. And us black men, we moving on. And again, we don't owe you nothing. So if you see us with somebody non-black in traffic, just accept it for what it is. Don't sit here and call him weak. No, he's actually smart because he ain't dealing with a headache like you. Yeah, you can shake it up how you want it. You see athletes do it all the time. Interracial dating, interracial marriages. You feel me? Y'all not even the number one to be even getting married by black men. Y'all not number one just in our own community. Like y'all dead last. 1 out of 4 of y'all get married, so we can't even talk about marriage. I like forever side chicks. That's what y'all really look to me. I'm just being real. It's like y'all forever side chick. Y'all put yourself in that predicament where it's just you're a forever side chick. You're gonna be forever side chicking it up, and that's it. You're gonna be baby mamas. You're gonna be broken and not at peace. You did. You feel me? So it's just y'all got to understand that, man. Y'all got to understand that this complaining and trying to you know handle your grievances online is not helping y'all. It's exposing exactly what I'm saying, that y'all energy is not tapped in the femininity that it should be. You feel me? That energy is masculine, straight up. So it's not secure and safe and submissive as it should be. See, man, us man, we want something safe. Y'all want something safe too, but we want something safe as well. When you submissive and sexy and uh in situations of media and black man, things get better. If you knew how to get along with us, right, you wouldn't be feeling so dang much. It's simple stuff, man. A lot of this stuff is simple, and what people do who fail at it get online because they don't know what they're doing. They've been taught how to be single for the rest of their life, and most of the women that's in their ear single too, or about to be. It's simple. And listen, the biggest thing all women got, let's keep it real. This is universal. The biggest thing any pretty woman got, from a 1 to 10, she's a 8, 9, or even a 10. It's time. Time has a lot to do with all women. I don't care what nationality, creed, or ethnic group. Time, which means you got a certain amount of time for your beauty just runs out. You got a certain amount of time to figure it out. You got a certain amount of time to get the man you're supposed to be attracted to, and then go off and get married with God is y'all connector. You got a certain amount of time, so it doesn't matter what you say, but at the age of 35 is the break off time. If you don't have it done by then, yeah, it's gonna be really tough in the future for you from there in. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be like that's the wall. That's the perennial wall right there. Some hit them earlier. Some hit at 28. They don't even get a chance to get to their 30 before they hit the wall. What I mean by that, that's a woman who's been broken and use every excuse on why she's not able to keep a man. See, when you don't keep a man, look at all the other non-black women. Look at how they. I'm not saying they perfect because they're not perfect neither. But if you look at the situation, all right, you look at who's the lowest of getting married. It's not them. And if you look at how interracial dating is popped off, it's the real reasons is because the reasons of us moving on is because it's much easier to deal with people who don't have vitriol against us. It's much easier. They're gonna make things way more easier, not difficult. And again, we don't owe you nothing when it comes down to getting a relationship, so we can date who we want. We're the easiest ones as far as men in America, the ethnic group, foundational Black Americans is the only man that is literally the only one you can get along with without no problems like that attached to it. Because there's a lot of issues going on with all the rest of these other ethnic groups. We can go down the list. And it's horrible, you know. So the thing is y'all got to hunker down, realize, okay, I gotta settle down, I gotta do what I gotta do without causing confusion and disruption, which won't help you at all. You want to be able to say, I kept a man from such and such, not I only kept for a week. You know, we don't care how many people you get, it's who you can keep. It's who you can keep. What's valuable to you. You know what privacy is. A lot of these damn women don't know what that is now these days, especially black women. They put your business out there. They get right on this dang internet and be chatting it up about somebody. It's everywhere with it. And what y'all gotta realize is not gonna help. Your best bet is to literally learn from someone who's already been married for a very long time and keep those good merits and morals to the factor of the men that you will be attracted to in the future. Not sitting here putting the blame game and on every other black man. It's not gonna work. That's why you don't got nobody right now. Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all have to really realize you're doing yourself a disservice. Black women are the biggest sabotagers of their own relationships in this time zone. Y'all are the biggest self sabotagers. Not your homegirl that you listen to, but you shouldn't be listening to, or your friend, your sister, your aunt, your mama, whoever. Whoever's literally single, that's the main guideline for you not to listen to. Literally, like, hey, hold on, wait, I can't be listening to that. I got a man. Woo, woo, woo. I haven't really heard no woman say that since I've been growing up. I'm 39 years old, fam. Since I've been here on Earth, I have not heard no woman check another woman on it. Black women in general. Yes, I'm talking to y'all. I haven't heard it yet. I'm waiting for somebody to be like, hey, hold on, wait. Yeah, you hear it on the internet a little bit, women who trying to get their pages up there, but that's baloney because them same women that's doing that, they ain't even got a man. So how much can you believe that when you self sabotaging and you out here trying to use brain massaging? That ain't working. First person gonna be like, hell no, why you not married? Uh, I'm still looking for the. Really, you about to be 40? You know, you hit the wall already. You understand where I'm coming from? Like that's not that's not gonna break the mold. We know something wrong with you, and a lot of y'all need to hear the brutal truth instead of just sitting here acting like your shit don't stink. Y'all gotta hear the brutal truth. Y'all don't listen to somebody who gonna come in calm and collective. No, y'all chew that person up. When somebody here give you the brutal truth, I'm gonna tell you a story of mine. I was telling somebody I used to talk to for about 7 years, right? We were together about 7 years. We broke off, and I told her about herself, right? Within 4 to 5 years off the break off, right? I see her again. I started chopping it up with her. First, she said she didn't want to holler at me, but she still did. I know she had feelings. So we chopped it up. You know what she told me when we first started chopping it up? I told her I gave myself to God, and I have. You know what I told her? She looked at me and said, right after I told her I gave myself to God, she said, "You know what? I want to tell you something." I said, she said, "What?" She said, "You're right." I said, "Right? What?" She said, "Yeah, my attitude is the reason why I couldn't go on dates after you." That's what she told me. She didn't lie. She didn't. That's the truth. So y'all attitude department, black women, y'all got to change that. I don't know how you gonna reconstruct your mind, but that got to be the main thing. Because if it ain't, you ain't gonna be able to keep a black man. I don't give a damn what he got. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because we got options now. We got options now. This ain't back in the days when we in one covenant part and there's number black folks. No, no, no. It's a mixture of all different types of nationalities of women. So, and I'm out here in the West Coast in LA where we do it the most. The beaches is the model states out here. It's model statements, which means you can bump into models from all different nationalities out here. So who you fooling? Who you fooling? At the end of the day, you're not helping yourself. That's for sure. You're really helping these other nationalities to zone in on the man that they attracted to, so we can scoop them up. That's what you're doing. And you got to realize this strategy ain't working for y'all. Just getting on the internet, trying to get off your grievances because you couldn't get the man you wanted. That's not. How is that helping y'all? That's all I'm saying. How's that helping y'all? And don't get over here bragging about how much you making. That's masculine. You think us black men want another masculine person living with us? How's that working? I heard y'all get online complaining about why our man don't talk to us, and it's like we being ignored. That's because dudes is not about to deal with stuff. You got dudes who are very, scared of rejection. I'm not, but you got a lot that is. On top of that, you got your attitude issues, where it's very heavy on any man like an anvil. So if you can't change your attitude, you're not approachable. And when you're not approachable, you get to the point where you're lonely. And I've already came up with TTG, go to the grave with, my bad, GGTW, go to the grave with. So GGTT W is go to the grave with. That's my whole acronym right there. The woman chick that's talking bad about black men, okay, you're gonna go to the grave with. Oh, what do you mean by that? That means you're going to the grave with what you know, alone, without keeping a black man. Don't that make you feel funny? Even if you got all types of money, don't that kind of make you feel funny? Like, damn, why I can't keep no? Because you listen to everybody who was a loser in your life. They didn't be able to keep a black man, so why would you listen to them anyway? And it's a repeated cycle on which that y'all won't understand until it's too late. And a lot of y'all it's too late. You can't turn back the hands of time. You just can't. You can't go back 20 years from now if you're in your 40s. If you're in your 30s, you can't go back 10 years from now. You're already in your 30s. The wall's already closed on you. You wasn't able to understand how to keep a black man. Y'all self-sabotage everything. And then when things burn to nothing, you get online, blame the black man again. Well, he did this, that, and the third. And I tell people, so you mean to tell me out of all this dating experience you got, that God couldn't at least give you one black man? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that the game you throwing? Because I ain't believing it. I'm just not. I'm not believing in that. I'm not. And then you see all the successful dudes, ballers. And you gotta listen to me. Just look it up. Football players, basketball players, all these ballers, hockey players, wherever it is. All these ballers, even tennis and soccer, all these athletes and stuff choose not to be with, guess what? Somebody black. It's not a coincidence. This is reality. Y'all women have lost the insight on how to keep black men. What's wrong? What's wrong with keeping a black man? See, I remember back in the days, that was the main thing. You keep who you was riding with. Back in the days, black women that was rich would have that same black dude they was with since they was 16. Now they what, 36. I know y'all don't want to hear that shit. But it's the truth. They admired keeping the guy that they grew up with. That was adored back in the days. We don't get that no more. We don't get the endurement of, oh, you was with somebody for a very long time and y'all still together right now. You don't get that. You know what you get? Well, what have he done for me lately? Where your man at? Oh, he was 2 weeks, so I don't got no man. Or he was a bunny hopper. Or I called him do whatever it was, you ain't got him. Y'all wanna brag about what y'all got. Yeah, but you going what? GGTTW. Going to the grave with. You feel me? You GTTGW. Going to the grave with yourself. You ain't got nobody that's locked down with you. That's in a range situation where y'all both believing in something higher and y'all working together. Y'all don't listen to that old woman that's married for 20 something years. Y'all listen to the older one that's been married for 30 or 40 or 50 plus. Y'all listen to them. Y'all women listen to the single home girl that's got some money or whatever, but she can't keep a man if her life depending on it. That's the ones you listen to. And you wonder why ain't enough black excellence in relationships. Really? You really think that's gonna help you, huh? You know what I tell y'all? And I ain't trying to be mean. I tell you, look at the results. Has that helped you since now? I don't care what excuse you use. Has that helped you just now? Because you don't listen to the older black woman married for 50 damn years. Oh, she too old. You don't listen to the one that was married for 40 something years. Nope, she might be just as old, or 30, or even 20. Nah, y'all don't listen to them. So you get your advice from someone who is immoral when it comes down to can have it a man's back for the rest of your existence. You don't understand the gravitational pull that God has for all of us. Because if you did, you wouldn't be out here bashing black men every chance you get. Every chance you get. That ain't how you practice peace. You know what you practicing? Self-sabotaging. And you think these other non-black women ain't happy when y'all make these ridiculous videos about us? You don't think they sitting back waiting, laughing, and can't get right in front of us, can't wait to get right in front of us? Do you understand y'all setting yourselves up for failure every time you get on here complaining? Every time you get on here making it bad for your not just for yourselves, but for the potential of a black man having somebody non-black, because it's easier now for them to zone in, get right in front of us, wait for us to go holler at them. They make it easy. Yes, you black women that's complaining, y'all keep it up because y'all make it easy for interracial dating. Y'all make it easy for a brother we with a snow bunny or a rice bunny or any other little bunnies. Y'all make it real easy. And I find it funny when you think we owe you something. Well, if I recall, y'all applaud when a black woman go out with somebody non-black, but when a black man do it, oh, it's the worstest thing ever. What's wrong with him? He wasn't raised by his mama, he was raised by a pack of wolves and hyenas. Y'all just get all into the zoo thing with it. Like, I'd be like, dang, hyenas? What hyenas come? You know, I heard y'all talk bad about black men for too long. We got to stop this. Okay, and realize it's a self-sabotaging thing that you black women grow up with. Just keep it real. Let's be all the way $1 billion on it. Y'all grow up with it. Let's stop talking about other ethnic groups and get to what we need to do. Let's stop doing it because if the end of the day, y'all the ones losing. I'm talking about black women. Listen up. The truth in the matter, y'all need to hear from a black man. It has to be real. You have to feel it. And if you don't feel it, it means you don't care about nothing. It will continue on struggling. But you black women have to understand this. Y'all was the queens back in the days. I'm talking about your grandma days and the ones before. Getting married. Y'all the lowest. Y'all 1 out of 4, which means the maritable expectations have decreased dramatically. That means all the values that black women used to have as far as marriage is out of here. Because nothing is taught to y'all. Y'all wasn't raised like that. Not in this time zone. See, God rest my beautiful brown-eyed mama soul, lovely woman who cooked all day though. She will tell you that all these women now, you can interview her right now. She will tell you she don't understand them. She don't. My biological father, because God is our heavenly father, he always kept a job. He met mama. He always kept a job. He's still working right to this day. God rest his. God bless him. Getting back to what I was saying, the choosing of the mantle can't even be chosen by y'all black women of today's zone because the black women that was before y'all don't even understand y'all. They don't even understand y'all. You don't hear me though. Yeah, y'all gonna feel some type of way about this video. Make sure you press like and subscribe so I can do this all the time. But getting back to the main point, they don't understand y'all because y'all haven't been taught on the logistics of keeping a black man, which we are the easiest ones to get along with. Why do you think all these other coaches and non-black women jumping on board? Man, you see it some of all types of interracial dating. And my ex came from interracial dating. Okay. So this is not, again, this is something y'all gotta hear. This we not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna keep it real. Something you gotta hear. Self-sabotaging is not gonna help you in no form or way keeping a black man. It only separates and furthers what you should have been doing in the first place. Be submissive. That says a lot. When a woman wants to use submissive as some type of way or measuring bar to get something out of that man financially, you have already got dang lost. Because that same man that you didn't give a day to is going to get an attention from a non-black woman and she ain't going to make no excuses. That's why if you ever see these women that's online right now, and y'all know who y'all is, y'all sound broken because y'all talk about that same black man that moved on that y'all not giving credit to, moved on, got a career, doing good, and he with a non-black woman. You ain't mentioning that. I ain't mentioning that. I ain't mentioning with a non-black woman. He doing extremely good now. Family doing good. They go out, have a good time, camping, doing good. I know you ain't gonna mention that, but y'all mention the one, the times you had that was rough. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. And us black men, we had enough. We had enough. Y'all don't make it like y'all should be making it for us. When you make things difficult, you're going to the grave with all of it. Which means you're going to be lonely. That's what that means. When I say GTGW GTT GW going to the grave with is my acronym for women, especially black women, because y'all honestly think the attitude movement that y'all been having, especially getting on here trying to silence other black men and talk bad about them, y'all only exposes yourself. That's the truth. Y'all expose yourself when you do that. When you do it, it exposes who you are. It exposes on why you haven't moved on, why you ain't got a man. Further in, why you can't keep one. These are all good, valid questions for all of y'all getting online complaining about us. Because again, I'm gonna tell you something else. Do you realize black men don't care? We don't care because we're moving on. We don't care if you're bald headed or have long hair. We don't care. Us black men have no fear. We don't care. And again, we don't owe you nothing. Not damn sure say that quick. I'll tell the black woman that fast. Hey, look, I don't owe you nothing. Uh-uh. Yeah, I don't owe you nothing. So I can date non-black people, women if I want to. I don't owe you nothing. You can hold that. You know, it's not gonna help you bashing black men. None of that stuff helps. When you're the lowest to be married in America, 1 out of 4 black women get married. What are we talking about? Your marital principles should be the first thing you should brag about, not what you can get. It's who you can keep. I'm just being real with you, baby. It's not who you can get, it's who you can keep. You can't win with that type of mentality. And y'all, a lot of y'all think y'all winning right now. But GTTGW, which is going to the grave with lonely, ain't it. That ain't it. You gotta learn how to be real supportive, submissive, and simple. Us black men are very simple. You can't do all 3 of the S's, then most likely he even leaving you behind somewhere, somehow. You're going to get finesse because you can't even do those 3 S's right there. Submissive, simple, and sexy. Okay? You gotta have some type of simplicity in the relationship. You want peace, but you gotta practice that thing. You can't just expect the peace to just pop up in the air on a black man. It's just you got to know how to balance it, and the energy really means something. Your feminine energy really means something. If you show a masculine energy, you go, oh wait, oh, I don't know about this one. I don't know. She kind of, you know, I'm not feeling this. She doing a little too much. She acting like a man. Black men don't want that. We don't want no damn. We don't want that. We want something that's feminine, cooperative, and understanding at all times. We don't want somebody that's gonna be competitive, uh, toxic, and all the rest. Because you're gonna end up having somebody on this internet crying about the black man that left their ass. That's what's gonna happen. Just like the rest of the black women over here. Boo-hooing. Oh, I should have caught them. And now he moved on and oh, I don't know what to do. Well, baby, well, what happened? Let's get from the beginning. Yeah, I don't like another word about y'all black women. I need for y'all to understand. Why is settling such a bad word now? Why is such a bad word for y'all? Y'all rather be called a B than for a black man to be like, what's wrong with settling? Oh, that's like saying the death word to y'all or something. It's worse than a B word. Settling is worse for all black women. Settling is the worstest thing you can say. You can call them a B, they ain't gonna be that mad at you if you say settle. They gonna be hotter than the sunbeam that's on Earth. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna be settling. What? You know, they're gonna get all upset. I do it just to see them have debacles. because that let me know what type of person you is. You're self-sabotaging to the point where you don't see your own mistakes. Settling means you can actually have peace in a relationship without division. You can conquer things that the women before you or around you didn't ever be able to get. Just for that simple word, settling, submissive, and sexy. Those three things can make you keep a black man. Settling, submissive, and sexy. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Why would I say sexy? You gotta stay fit. I like a fit one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one. Submissive counts as in the neurological thing for black women, as far as the understanding, mentality. Are you willing to get along with? You know, are you not overbearing? Like all good things, like cook, clean, stuff like that. Easy stuff. You do on your own any damn way. So, so it just, these little things, it has to be, if y'all don't do it, we're going to find somebody else to do it. That's just in our nature. You got to understand, for us men, especially black men, we're the hunters. We're the ones who, for instance, as black men, we go out and get the bait, stuff to come back home with. So naturally, we got to go talk to you. We have to be the ones psych ourselves up or holler at you, mac at you. Let's be honest. Speaking to all women out there, man, let me holler at them. It's up to us to come up to you with introductions to pique your interest so we can get your number. Then, friends become lovers and so forth and so on. If it ever comes to marriage, that is a man's blueprint to go talk to a woman in a civil, understandable manner with Mackin type mentality. So it's up to us to talk to y'all as women. Men have to talk to y'all. Get that. Thing is when all of that pops off and you got everything that's supposed to be there, you step it up a notch, but in a bad way. Because now that you're doing this, it's unnatural to ask for something that you are not prepared to do. It's unnatural to ask for something that's in a higher range than who you are from 1 to 10. It is unnatural to put a bar over you and whatever else fantasies you got into reality. That is unnatural. Y'all do a lot of unnaturally stuff in the world today. And you expect a Superman to come fly and take you by the way. And it ain't happening. And it ain't gonna never happen. In fact, y'all gonna still be the last of the totem as far as getting married. It's 1 out of 4 black women. You gotta look it up. Look it up. If you want to believe me, get married. Which means what? Who's practicing peace? So all you women that's coming here on this line and just happen to bash black men, you make yourself look bad. You're not making black men look bad. You're making yourself look bad. Because that same black man that you criticize can move on with someone's non-black, and you'll never hear them post a diss video of you and your situation and none of that. They out there having a good time, probably barbecuing, got the kids running around, good music, because that's what I do. I dance and ain't worried about nothing. Rent paid, there's money in the bank, working with each other. If you really want peace, you gotta practice that, baby. You gotta practice it. It can't just be a word. A word ain't gonna get you where it's getting you now. a bunch of single mammies that's upset with all black men. You can't subjugate us and generalize us neither, because we all ain't the same. There's many of us that's different, and it should be talked about. Not your grievances, not what you been going through and traumatized. A lot of y'all broken, traumatized black women, you don't lie. And you do get the same thing, same results. It's the same thing. It's not, as no one's trying to be clearly on a better path than the spiritual one at that. It's always going to be something wrong with the black man. Not something wrong with you, not something wrong with your upbringing. Not that all the single black women that were around you told you wrong things so you could be single and hit the wall somewhere at an early age and never get over. They'll never do that. They'll never do that. It's that's like a robot to them. You're a robot if you do that. What's wrong with keeping the black man, serving them, and still getting closer to God? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having peace? And somebody who actually genuinely, you know, stay home with you, take their time with you, take care of the kids, pay bills, go to work, come back home. What's wrong with that? Something that you didn't think you can have, you can. Some of y'all is too, most of y'all is too late. I'm just keeping it real, especially you ones to get on the line and so like your grievances. A lot of y'all, it's too late. For the younger generation, it's not. It's not. Ones who's like in their early 20s and just moving up, it ain't too late. It depends on your mentality though. Because if you got one of them old souls who claim and you still think like this, yeah, it might be too late for them. But the other ones can be cured from all of this single madness. That's exactly what it is, single madness. Single women teaching other people how to be mad and single too. That's all that is. Nobody's winning. While the black man move on with some non-black woman, you can't compete with. Straight up, that's just what it is. Y'all make it so easy for other women that does not share the same ethnic group as you to come right on over, right up in front of these black men like myself. And we just like, hey, look, we gonna choose what's feminine, submissive, and you know, easy to get along with. And that's that. Y'all gonna get a lot. Y'all gonna get a lot crying and whining. Oh, and I'll tell you in your face, I ain't scared of not one of y'all. I'm gonna tell you in your face, I don't owe none of y'all nothing. None of y'all. And I don't owe y'all nothing at all. Period. I can date who I want. And y'all can't do nothing about it. We get online, cry, whine, and complain. And just because I'm dating somebody non-black doesn't mean I don't love my black people. That's not what that is. What it is I don't care how you look. That's what that is. I don't care what ethnic group you come from, as long as you respect me with being submissive and sexy. They are very strong minded spiritually and physically. So that has nothing because I'm fit. As you can see, if you look at my channel, I hoop. I'm a hooper. I go out there, I shoot, I do my thing. I score a lot. I'm a black man. They got nothing to do with none of that. Every other little excuse doesn't apply to me. What's applying is that I'm smart enough and I'm more, how would I say, persuasive enough to get women. from different nationalities and ethnic groups. It has nothing to do with nothing else. I can Mac real good. Hell, Mackin was created by somebody black. We are the architects and the blueprints to what we do when it comes down to it. I done made whole videos on my other channel. I can check that out too. I had a channel before I made this one. That's all I was doing was macking with chicks. I would go mac a chick on my short videos and have it posted up. You know, I believe that one was the Black King Conqueror of Love. That's my old channel right there. Check it out. It's some cool stuff. I would go to colleges and go mac. People thinking they doing it now. I've been doing it since. When did I start doing that? In 2022. I go out there to a college or somewhere, see all the chicks. Like, man, I be macking so hard, getting numbers, letting people know it's real. This ain't made up. I'm not a trick, so I ain't gonna go around doing all this. I'm coming back with numbers. We meeting up later, dating, all that, because that's how I was raised. Like, the man got to go out there and get it in the lead. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe if you can. Macking, man. Listen, I'll tell any young man, any teenager that's growing up, the worstest thing she could tell you is no. And I gotta tell the guys, it's women, hush up. Let me start talking, right? I can write a book to help all men universe Mac. I can write a book when it comes down to the masters of Mac. The worstest thing a woman can tell you is no. I don't care if you're a little teenager, a boy is going to be a teenager. The worstest thing, a girl that you like, that you've been setting your eyes on to tell you no, go take that chance. As far as asking for her number and things of that nature. Take the chance because now you've showed bravery. A woman gonna want a man that's brave. So you want to let her know how brave you is. Gotta think about a lot of dudes don't like to be rejected. A lot of us don't. But the brave one, guess what? He comes home with the shield armor and it's slaying the dragon. Think about that. Think about that. The brave man who went up, talked to the girl that he liked it, is the one who can slay the dragon. And if she can tell you no, and that's what you can take out of it, if that's the last result, take it. Which means she can tell you no and it's okay. You move on, you get back, and you go, you psych yourself up to go do it again. Somebody may look better. You feel me, fam? That's how you gotta look at it. And if you check my channel out, you will see in my old channel back in 2022, I was doing that consistently. I did it for a job. Like I would show people how easy it is to get out here, talk to women, different ethnic groups, and go get that and come on back. And I would film it. I asked them, hey, look, is it okay? Well, okay, cool. And I do. Let them know that this is real. I just met you. I ain't paid you nothing. This is real authentic. I'm teaching a group of people how to expand that fear. As black men, not black men, but not just black men, but men in general, have a fear of being rejected. And all you gotta do is open up your mouth and start talking. You'll never know what will happen. I've had more yeses than nos. That's my motto. I'm telling you, I have a different channel where I'm just talking to the chicks at the colleges. I go holler at them, talk to them, mac them up, get their numbers, then get it on my phone, let them know, hey, this Let them know it's real. Tell them your area code. Yeah, the number, but just tell them it's just real. Yeah, he got my number. Ooh, bam. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's for men. That's when we out here in the land. That's a message to all men. See something you like, go over there try to talk to. You gotta be dressed right, smell good. Over there, you never know. You never know. And that's what I gotta say about us. But get back to you women though, because this is a video about you women, not how men get out here and talk to women and get at them and mack them. No, we talking about this crying episode that you women have towards black men that you get on and you just happen to, you know, explain your grievances online. And it's like, ugh, not good for you at all. That's what this video really about. It's not because the macking is one thing. That's another story for another time. I told you my other channel, my Black King Conqueror of Love. No, I think it's called the Black Conqueror of Love. The point is that channel that I got, it explains everything I'm saying as far as be doing man things. This channel is like sports related, and yeah, I still talk about relationships, but it's mainly sports related, like all basketball stuff as far as my shorts. But it's still up. I'll still be macking at the same time. I just don't show you what I did in my other channel. So yeah, you see the sports and the basketball, but I'll still be macking at chicks. I just don't put it on YouTube. I need to start putting it on YouTube as well. Just add it up with basketball and macking at chicks, because that's what I'm still doing anyway. So I should just add up more videos and give it to my viewers though. Y'all make sure y'all press like and subscribe. I can keep this thing froze. So, but yeah, that's what I got out of it. I got y'all kind of need to start making these videos about us black men, because I'm telling you, it just made you. It's just furthering the dysfunction that y'all share. Any woman who agrees with these women that get on here, that's all. That's all it does. And then it makes it easier for the one who wants black men to line themselves up around us so we can get them. That's all y'all doing. Y'all reassuring what a black man can get with now other black women. That's all. That's it. That's all you do. Because when they see you dysfunction like this and getting online, going hard in the paint, and you doing all this stuff against us, it kind of throws you in a loop, because the non-black women will be like, well, if they don't want it, we do. We can just slide over there and get scooped up by us too. Now, guess what? Interracial dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you looking like a hater over here. But you made these videos talking bad. And it's like, hey, you shouldn't even have did that. Inviting the women to put themselves around so we can scoop up. That's how it goes down. Y'all keep doing it, and it's gonna be the same results every time. Ain't nothing gonna change. You just keep messing on up, and us black men gonna keep choosing up on you. We choosing straight up. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna keep this. It's gonna be my channel where I still Mac, but I play basketball at the same time too. I can get the viewers a different side of me and all of that. And I dance too. I do that. That was like the beginning of my shorts. But you know, that's all fun and games. I was getting back to the real thing. You only gotta understand this. You can't talk against something that you look like. It's just not gonna look right. It's just not gonna look right. People gonna look at you different. Like, well, really? Okay, cool. And again, you give people the most what you do on here. What you do on here is how you explain on what your character is. That's how I look at it. You show me what your character is by this uh, grievance that y'all have. So it's just furthering the belief that y'all self sabotage. And I'm talking about most black women out here online crying. And that's what happens. Interracial dating begins. That's the first thing they'll say is, "Oh, well, hey, come on, so you go over there and he might just go holla, pop his collar." Yeah, because I do believe in Mackie. That's one thing I do believe in. I just got to put some more videos on that on here as well. That's all. You know, y'all make sure y'all press like and subscribe. And I'm down to teach, you know, how you do it out here on the west side. I really, because the West Coast we do it most. You know, I'm from Wash City, and you know I do smoke. I drop bars every now and then, though. I do that. I just can't help it. It's a part of me, bro. It really is. But back to the Mackin though. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna combine it because you know lately I've just been doing sports, but I'm gonna combine it because I've already had a channel on Mac, so it ain't like it'll be something new to do. So it'll show a colder side of me too, but it'll still be on business, you know, sports, what I like, and relationships. Like these are main things that I love to talk about: relationships, sports, you know, macking, you know, all of that, you know, and establishing, you know. So it's gonna be a lot of different things that I add on the channel to keep y'all entertained. And for those who support me and like me, again, I appreciate it. You know, and the dark skin dancing American, and that's just what it is, man. I want y'all to realize that this is a video to really to respond to all the wickedness that been going on when it comes out of black women. This grievance they have against black men, which only benefits the black men really because it shows the dysfunction in which you women really have. It really doesn't show nothing bad about us because we don't make videos about y'all at all. Like we kind of move on with the current time, and I guess it got y'all shooken up. You know that we can move on and not make a bashing video about how y'all suck in marriages and you're only one out of four of y'all get married. You know, and it's not conducive to what it is. And it just doesn't help y'all at all. It really don't. If y'all have made videos about trying to get together or things like that, that would be different. But y'all don't do that. Y'all get on here and you know, draw the lines, and it's like, you know, I don't owe you nothing, so I can date who I want. You know, and I'm telling you, I'm a cold Mac too. Bring it all the way back. And strong and black. So I don't know what to tell you. But get that hate out your heart, because it ain't gonna help you. Day or dark. Get that hate out your heart. That's what I will tell you. Or it's my words I always say. You can go, you can do the acronym. I call it GTTGW. Go to the grave with. It's up to you. Change now. Go to the grave with. And that's basically being alone, people. It's all up to you. Because no man, not just black man, but no man will deal with that. Yeah. No man. I'm just giving y'all understanding. So if you really want to hunker down and keep things together, practice what you preach through stormy weather. You know, it's up to you to break the mold. Not your past grievances or your disagreements. It's gonna be up to y'all. Because I'm telling you, we looking up at the stars. I gotta know that God made more one ethnic group. So no one's gonna see it like you. Which means other women are watching. That's what it means. Other women are watching. God made more than one ethnic group, and women are watching. You don't think they don't know that we're the easiest Americans to get along with? You don't think that? If you statistically look up what's going on right now, you don't see that. You don't see that people know that financial black American men are the easiest ones to get along with. You don't think they know that? This goes out to all the black women that's out here making bashing black men left and right. You don't think they see y'all self-sabotaging things and they can slide right on over there? You really don't think that you doing yourself a disservice by going against black men in a whole in general? You like that's crazy. You don't see that. You don't see what you do. It's I hate black men speech. It's not helping you and your sisters at all. At all. It's just not. It's actually going against you. You know who calls interracial dating more? Black men. So just think about that. Hold that right there. We cause interracial dating. Because what a man has to go up to a woman and do what? Talk to her, try to introduce us. We created Mac. You don't think we know how to do that? You gotta understand how advanced we are. For you black women that's hating us being stars. You gotta understand how advanced we are. For you black women out there hating on black men being stars. The days of us just listening to y'all dribble and argue is over. We will go out there and get a nice non-black woman that's submissive, well to get along with, that will actually, you know, sit at the table and have a very good conversation without no confusion and dysfunction at all. You have to understand that these feminine traits have to be represented through us. And if it ain't, I mean, around us, should I say, it's no use for us to capture it. If you can't represent what is said, then all is lost for y'all. And you will continue on failing like you've been failing, black women. You will continue on losing, being the lowest to ever get married. 1 out of 4 of y'all will feel what it is to lose out on something that should be easy for you to obtain and keep. Not just obtain, but keep. Don't it feel good when you can keep a black man? Or you like to go to the grave with GTTGW? Go to the grave alone with. Just who you going with? You just going to the grave alone. Just nobody by yourself. Seeing women just preach upon that. And guess what? There's a whole lot of y'all see. Just gotta admit what you was taught wasn't good with. Get over yourselves. Put yourself in a situation where you're not listening to someone else who's single and ain't got a man. And it will help you in the end to not listen to these women. Because it may be somebody out there, it ain't too late. Maybe you young enough, in your 20s or such. And if not, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. If it's already over, it's over. There's nothing else to be said. Well, you'll be going to the grave with nobody. That's the answer. With nobody. Nobody is going with you. You didn't keep nobody before God took you. You're non-marriable and easy to be buried. That type of stuff. Non-marriable, easy to be buried. Ooh, that's cold. That's cold. And it's bars at the same time. Non-marriable, easy to be buried though. Whoo. Wow, that's cold bars right there. Yeah, non-marriable, easy to be buried. Ooh, easy to be buried though. Dude. Non-marriable, easy to be buried though. Oh, oof. That's bars right there. That means your ass going alone and your whole life will be alone. Just miserable, blaming all men, black men alike. Not knowing how it feels, wake up in the morning with some man that you're attracted to. Because I tell all y'all women this, date the man you're attracted to. I know so much. My mama was a real housewife. God rest that beautiful brown-eyed woman's soul. She wasn't one of these hoes. She represented peace and tranquility. So my stepfather was always around. So y'all gotta understand that I'm not just talking. I seen this from top to ground. You gotta understand where I'm coming from. So you must have peace within you. You have to practice it, bro. Not be a part of the sideshow clown show where all of you just talk bad of that. That ain't gonna help you. You got to represent what you want in life. And that's to keep a man that represents you at all times. Text, he loves you, and he provides that every time. That's the main thing. Not out here talking bad and thinking you doing good, you single and no, you can't be, you're non-marriable, easy to be buried though. I mean, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. No, I don't care what you think you got, but you can't keep. I mean, what are we talking about? What are you talking about? We talking about you? Really? That's not favorable at all. That's not a thing. That's it's a sad thing, really. Sad. It's honestly sad. I'm real with you. Because too many of the black women have been doing that. And it's been black. I'm gonna tell you something. There's always a black woman who had more than you. You know, it's been black models, right? That changed the face of modeling. I think anybody that knows about that probably tell you at the kid she was the one who changed everything about modeling, right? And what happened to her, and God rest her soul, because I'm not talking bad about the dead, I'm talking about when she was living. She dated their movie stars and everything, right? What was the moral of the story? What I'm trying to get to is, and why I came up with the non-marriable, easy to be buried though, because she died alone. She didn't have a man with her. She laughed when the reporter asked her, "Was it all worth it? All this money and things?" And she laughed. But when she laughed, it sound wrong. It sounded like she was hurting when she was laughing, like she was laughing at herself, because that's all she came up with. It was just herself. And that's what I believe of a woman in her standards who've done it way more than any other woman I've seen. Black Eartha Kitt did it way better than that. She dated movie stars, millionaires, and so such and such and forth. Of course, she was before my time and others. I'm using her as an example of she did not keep a man. She passed away with no man. And she had all of it. She was one of the best models ever. Changed modeling. Just give you a bit of history. Look her up. Eartha Kitt. You don't have to believe me. Changed modeling as a whole. And now you look back at her life, and the reporter asked her, "Was it all worth it?" And she had this demonstrative laugh, as if she'll do it again. I said, "Oh Lord." And that's what I see out here with these black women making these videos about the grievances of black men, the one they couldn't keep. Make sure y'all press like and subscribe. It's the dark skinned dance in America. Just to stand on his feet. This woman did it way greater than any other woman, black woman I've ever seen. Right now, she have done it. The bad B and all of that stuff that black women own, she done it way more than any other black woman right now. She been passed away. She passed away years ago. God rest her soul. I'm just using her as an example. An example. When someone who's done it higher than any other woman, and she ended up passing alone. No man, she could keep no man. What is that telling y'all? What is that telling y'all? That ain't none of y'all better than her. She changed modeling. Have you? Europeans wasn't bottling like that. Eartha Kitt came to the game. She had millionaire everywhere. She played in, I believe she played as the damn Catwoman, if I can believe. I think so. I gotta look that up. I don't know. But she changed a lot of different stuff. And my whole preference is none of y'all better than her. So GTTGW going to the grave with, that's on you. It is easy to be a non-marryable, easy to be buried though. It's on you. That's on you. I'm not about to be long for none of y'all. It's just God didn't intend it for a black man like myself to be long. I'm not gonna do it. I don't believe it. You know, that's why again, I'm mastering the macking. So I'm always get what I need. Always. Even if they, try to play. So to me, I honestly think that y'all gotta really look at the understanding right now. It's not about your grievances. It's about who you can keep. It's not about that grievances, baby. Them grievances don't mean nothing. Who can you keep? Who is on your radar? Who can actually do what's needed in life, bro? Instead of making these pointless, endless rescues. I only make these videos because, again, I'm gonna start making my macro videos. I'm actually like going up to women and getting their numbers again. It's been, I gotta come out of, well, I can't say retirement because I still do it. You just y'all don't see it, and y'all see more of like the sports of me, which is good. I want y'all to see that too, but yeah, I'm just being honest with the whole situation and why y'all losing. Y'all losing out on black men because of this stuff y'all got going. It just gotta stop at some point. You gotta be like, look, this is crazy. And it is, because y'all separate yourself, and that's y'all got to blame. I'm not hating on none of y'all. I really just don't care what y'all do. Honestly, I'm not heavily invested, even if we are in the same ethnic group. I just don't. I don't see why should I. Like I never been the guy that type. I ain't never been that type of dude. Like just mad at a woman because she got somebody that don't look like me. I don't care. That's just how I am. Listen, you know, it might look good, but hey, it is what it is. I'm a man. I'll go out there and get it and come back, fam. Dark skin, number one dancing in America. That's all. Hopefully y'all take this in stride. If not, then good God.